What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another live stream. Today, we're going to be discussing everything that's been going on in the market in the past 24 hours. We've had some pretty decent gains in the VIP, and I'm sure for many of you who've been watching the channel in the last 24 hours or so, Say has been absolutely sending it, having a little bit of a drawdown now after such a massive move. But I mean, what a day it was yesterday for crypto, for the coins we were holding in particular, right? I mean, Say literally went to heights of 33 cents after I was buying it down here at 15 cents just a few days ago. I mean, it just shows how quick things can change in cryptocurrency. You can be down a ton on a coin. Maybe your average on Say wasn't amazing. Maybe your average was 25 cents. Okay. You were buying it a bit earlier on. Your average was around 25 cents. Well, now you're in profits. So I really want this to be a message for everyone. If you're in a coin right now and the coin is solid, let's say it's a coin like Ondo, a quality solid coin, but maybe your average on Ondo is 90 cents and it's sat right now at 76 cents. You're down a little bit. Things can change very, very fast. I would not be beating myself up about my averages right now. I'd be doing my best maybe to lower them if you still can. But it just shows how quick things can change, right? That is where the buy alert went out on Say. I kind of doubled down on Say down there, and many of the VIP members actually followed. And that one's been exploding. And yeah, man, I mean, not only was Say exploding, but Sayan was too, obviously, right? If Say is exploding, then Sayan should too. This one went crazy. This one went absolutely ballistic. Okay. I put a buy alert out on Sayan literally 2 weeks ago, basically. Basically 2 weeks ago. And since then, it has done stupid, stupid things. The buy alert went out at 0.0020. Okay. And since that point, this meme rather, has pumped 363% at the heights. So 4.6x it's pumped in such a very short period of time. Why is that? Well, obviously it's because Say pumped. Say pumped 2x. The meme on Say pumped over 4x. And that's what I was saying, was if Say does a 10x, Sayan's probably doing a 20, 30, 40x. So you can expect much more returns on the meme than you can on the main layer one. Now, obviously, there's a lot more risk with the meme, but this one has gone freaking crazy. We were in a voice chat last night for about 8 or 9 hours, and I was talking to the members all night. Okay, I had a meeting very early in the morning about a property. So I had to either wake up really early, wake up at 5 a.m., which I don't normally do, or stay awake until 5 a.m. So I decided to stay awake until 5 a.m. What did I do during that time? I was on the voice chat with the VIPs in the Discord all night. And we were just watching it fly. I mean, Sayan was putting in new highs every other hour, essentially. I mean, look at the move it made here last night. And I don't necessarily think it's over, guys. It is having a little bit of a retracement now, but I don't necessarily think it's over. You can see how big of a move that was there on Sayan. So it's having a little bit of a retracement here. Maybe it comes back down to around 5.5, 5.0. Maybe that's where it comes back down to, and then it will start making its next move up. Okay. So that's my opinion right now on Sayan. I think Say is also in the same boat. Maybe it has a little bit of a cool off here because it has just pumped 2x. You do need to have little cool off periods, even in a parabolic bull run for a coin. So maybe we see Say come down to like this support level here, you could say, right? I would probably be watching for that. The previous highs that it put in around May. If we could see Say get to that level, use that as a point to bounce, I would be really, really impressed. And I would probably be expecting much higher prices on Say, okay? Probably much higher prices. I mean, I'm already expecting much higher prices from here. But you can see that Say basically rejected almost at the 1.618. I think we're heading to 50 cents, guys. I think we're heading to 50 cents on say on the next move. So if you can pick it up maybe down here around 27, 26, it's not a bad time to be picking it up for that next move up to maybe 50 cents in the coming weeks. That's what I believe is going to be happening. So as always, those are my highest conviction plays on the screen right here. You can see them very clearly. I also wanted to mention Casper is starting to look a little bit better. Gotta be honest about that. A little bit better for Casper. It's reclaimed that kind of 7-cent region. 0.072 was a level, or was it 0.82 maybe? I think it might have been 82. So it really needs to get above 8 cents to reclaim really good structure, I'd say. But it is good to finally see it put in a higher low. Okay. Not a great higher low, but it did some form of a higher low. Yeah, I would have liked the higher low to maybe have been up here. That would have been a nicer higher low, but it's still a higher low to some degree. Okay. And higher lows are generally bullish structure. They indicate that, you know, strength is appearing and weakness is diminishing. So, yeah, I mean, it's not been the best chart in the world in crypto, Casper, but it looks like it's starting to regain a little bit of its strength. Hopefully, we can start aiming for that 10-cent region in the coming days and weeks. That would be pretty good. If we can get it back above 10 cents, then we can start thinking about 15 and maybe even 20 cents, right? So Casper's regaining a little bit of its structure here, looking a bit better. RSIs have reset as well. So I do expect upward price action on Casper as long as Bitcoin holds. And Bitcoin's flying. It's at 107.7 here. I actually went in the Discord when everything was crashing, guys, just a few days ago, right? When Bitcoin was at 98K, people were panicking like crazy. And usually, you know, people are used to dips in crypto. People are used to little dips here and there in crypto. But for some reason, this recent dump was a bit different. It panicked people more than usual. I don't know if it was because people were losing patience, or maybe there was a bunch of new people in the market and they weren't necessarily used to handling dips. But for whatever reason, this recent dump here caused way more panic than what crypto dips usually cause. And I actually went onto the voice chat at that period of time, okay? And a lot of people in the group, they were thinking we maybe have lower prices. I came onto the voice chat and I very boldly said, I believe we'll hit 109K next week. Okay, I said that at the weekend. When we're at 98K, I said, I believe we'll hit 109K next week. Back when we were at 98K. I should have freaking opened a 10x long because I was spot on. And we haven't hit it yet. Okay, so maybe I wasn't 100% right, but we're almost there. Okay, we're not even halfway through the week now. It's Wednesday. We've got all the way until Sunday for this prediction to be proven true or false. I think we're going to hit 109K. So, you know, I should have opened a long, but obviously I don't necessarily recommend leverage. And I'm happy with my portfolio that I've got on spot. So I don't need to use leverage. But the point stands, right? I came out when we were crashing down here and said, I believe we'll be 109K next week. A lot of people raised their eyebrows. A lot of people thought, what are you on about? That can't be true. And here we are. We're at 107.6 already. And we're not even halfway through the week. The market is looking good. So smash the likes on the stream, guys. If you're just tuning in, we've got 8 likes. 8 likes. Only 8. 115 people watching, 10 minutes into the stream. Let's smash up those likes. Do appreciate you all being here on this Wednesday. Hopefully you guys are making some profits on some of the recent calls I've given. Hopefully you took some profits, especially on Cyan. I actually dropped a cellular on Cyan last night in almost 4x profits. Okay. Within a week, basically. Can't go wrong, you know. You can't go wrong taking some profits. When you're up 4x on your money, you can't go wrong taking a little bit of profits off the table. You really can't. I mean, what are we in crypto for anyway, right? It's to make money. There's no point being in crypto if you're not actually going to take some of the money out. So, yeah, last night I dropped a sell alert into the VIP, just telling them, I'm taking a little bit of profit off the table, and it was basically a 4x from the VIP entry point. So if you were in the group, you would have got that buy alert at 0.002, and you could have sold your initial, sold 30%, sold 50%, whatever it is you want, right? Everyone's got different goals. Some people, maybe they want to sell the whole lot after a 3 or a 4x. Okay, you put 1 grand in the coin, you got 4 grand now. Sell it all if you want. It's up to you. Completely up to you. I don't tell people what to do. I tell people what I'm doing, and then they can make their own decisions. But I did drop a sell alert last night, and this is one of the big benefits of the group, right? You can see when someone who's got a proven track record in crypto, you can see when someone's selling who has that. So I still have a decent bag of sand, but I took a little bit of profits off the table there. And you can see we have actually retraced since. So it was a pretty smart decision to take some money off the table. Yeah, those are some of the latest calls in the group, man. It's been amazing. It's been an amazing few weeks with the VIPs. We've been printing on everything we touch, pretty much. Everything we touch right now is turning to gold. And there's one coin which kind of has been lagging behind a little bit, but I'm still extremely bullish on this, and it's Ondo. I did want to let you guys know about Ondo here because I do believe it's a good buy. I've got a video coming out on Ondo tonight, so I highly recommend that you watch that when it comes out. But I'm very bullish on Ondo here, okay? I gave a buy signal on Ondo down around 6.5, I believe it was. We're already at 7.7 now. This train's nowhere near left the station. Like, if you imagine this metaphor, okay, the train hasn't even arrived at the station yet to leave it. Okay? So no one's even queuing up. No one's even queuing up for the train. The train hasn't even arrived at the station. The train's at another station. Okay? Soon, the train will be arriving at the station. And then in a few weeks, the train will leave the station. And by the point it's leave the station, me and the VIP is already up 2x. You guys watching the channel right now, you're probably already up 2x by the time it leaves the station. Okay? Because by that point, you're already broken out. And a lot of people, what they do, a lot of traders, they wait for the coin to 2x. I need people to understand this. They wait for the coin to pump, and then they jump in. They wait for the confirmation. They don't jump in on support. We're at support right now. It's risky to buy on support sometimes. Okay, certain individuals, particularly with higher net worths, they like to wait for the trend reversal. They like to wait for the breakout. They don't want to buy it on support. I do want to buy it on support because I believe in this project. I know it's going to do well. I've seen the backers. So I'm stacking Ondo right now at these levels. And I believe we will get to a point where the train starts to leave the station in a few weeks' time. You've got time to load up here. But I don't think you've got ages, okay? This market moves fast. We saw how quickly Aerodrome left the station. We saw how quickly Virtuals left the station when it did a 5x for the VIPs. We saw how quickly Say left the station. And subsequently, obviously, Sayan, because it's the meme on Say. Ondo will probably be added to this list very, very soon. Just sent out a buy signal on Ondo around 6.5. I believe we'll be above $1 in no time. This stablecoin narrative, guys, it's not going anywhere. And I don't know about you guys, but I've noticed a ton of these stablecoin related stocks are absolutely sending it, okay? Particularly Circle. Now, it's having a little bit of a retracement now, I believe, but it's just done a 6x, I think. Now, you've got these stocks doing 6x's, whilst the crypto coins are not. And I believe that they'll play catch up. I believe that the crypto projects that have exposure to stablecoins, have exposure to US treasuries, have exposure to real world assets, have exposure to tokenization, I believe they will explode in the coming weeks. Okay, because this is a big narrative brewing right now. If you watch Jerome Powell doing this hearing or whatever it's called in Congress, what are half of the questions about? Right? If the question's not about the economy, it's about stablecoins. They're constantly asking about blockchain technology, stablecoins, cryptocurrency, and tokenization, and all of these things. They're always, always, always asking about stablecoins. Follow the money, guys. If the smart money are buying into stablecoin projects, you should do that too, because they want to get they want their bags to be pumped. So the smart money know about Ondo. BlackRock are involved and many other big names, and that's why I'm not betting against Ondo personally. So I'm pretty bullish on Ondo right now. It's on support. I thought I would share this opportunity with you guys. I do recommend you watch my video on it later, but I believe Ondo is going to be added to the list very, very soon. We're going to be adding Ondo soon once it pumps. So get a nice little bag of Ondo. And the VIP gem, okay? The VIP gem, let me just check the chart for that, just on a different tab. Because last time I checked it, it looked ready to pump. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's looking strong. The VIP gem's looking strong as well. So we're going to be adding multiple new coins to this list. Smash up the likes. How's it going, Bren? Welcome to the stream. Yep, please do smash up those likes. Hi, Archie. I'm late to Sui. My beta play for Sui is Hippo because it's already on Binance Futures and Kraken Spot. Are there any good alternatives? Your thoughts? Thank you. Yeah, good question, man. So I'm really bullish on Sui, obviously, but I understand a lot of people maybe want more gains than what Sui's going to provide. Maybe Sui's only got a 5x left in the tank from here, and for that reason, you want a bit more than that, and that's reasonable, okay? The one project I think is the only project I would actually consider on Sui is Walrus. I don't know why I searched Cetus. Cetus is decent, okay? Cetus is decent. It did have a hack, so I'm a little bit, skeptical of that. But the one project on Sui I would consider would be Walrus, and I would consider it especially at these current prices. If you look at Walrus here, you can see we are essentially on a macro support level, which we've bounced off numerous times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just done it again. We've just done it again. Now, I'm going to make this point again, guys. Many institutional traders, they will not buy on support. It's too risky, because if we break down below support, they lose a lot of money. A lot of them decide to buy at the point of breakout, not at the point of support, the point of breakout, the point of trend reversal. We're not at that point yet. So if you're buying Walrus here, you're buying it super, super cheap. Well, like the big money, they're going to pump your bags. Because they don't need a 10x. Walrus could probably 10x from here. But they don't need a 10x. They just need a quick pump. And if they catch it, that's enough for them. So I believe this is a decent buy here on Walrus. I really do. If you can stack Walrus anywhere around 40 to 35 cents, I think you're doing something right. Now, I don't have a bag. Maybe I'll get one at some point. If I do, obviously, you know where I'll drop that buy alert. But I think this is the best play on Sui, much more than any memes on Sui. If you're not in say, then buy the dips. This is in a bull trend. I agree completely. I agree 100%. If you're not in say, then you should get in say, and you should try and get in as soon as you can, right? Because at some point, this train is going to freaking go to the next stop. This is the first stop for say. There's going to be many more stops on this train journey, guys. This is the first stop. There's going to be many more. The next major one, I would say, is around 74 cents. Say he's had a macro breakout on the chart. And we bought it right down there at 15 cents. Now, we were buying before as well in the 20s and stuff like that, but I went even heavier down here at 15 cents because it was such a great opportunity. But yeah, hope everyone's having a great day today. Markets have been doing pretty well lately, especially the ones that the coins that we're holding. Bitcoin's picking up strength, guys. Wow. Almost 109K. 109K is just like a 1% move away now, is it? Let's pull up BTC. So we're at 107.8 right now. Let's pull it up on the hourly just to see what we're doing in the short term here. So yeah, we're at 107.7. To get to 109, we need a 1% move, guys. And I called this whole move on Bitcoin to the freaking T. I called this entire move. Couldn't have been more perfect. Couldn't have been better. I went on the Discord. I said to everyone in the voice chat, and if you're a VIP, you can confirm this. I said we hit 109K this week. And that was back when Bitcoin was at 98K and everyone was freaking panicking. And I remember the people who were panicking. People were selling their whole portfolios. People were saying it's all over. World War III is going to stop the bull run. No. I realized that even if we have World War III, we're still going to go up. And if we don't have World War III, we're going to go up anyway. So it doesn't make a difference. We're heading up. Yeah, people were panicking, man. Big time. People were selling when I was buying. That's the difference between winners and losers. The winners buy the fear, the losers sell in the fear. Man, what a buy that was. Let me just see it. I put a message as well. Here we go. Short squeeze incoming, 109K this week. Markets look ready to me. I'm bullish. So I put a message there, but the main kind of time where I shared my thesis was in the voice chat when we're at 108K. I remember exactly. We're at 108K. Sorry, not 108. We're at 98K. I came into the voice chat and I said, we're going to 109 next week. Now, it still hasn't happened yet. I could be wrong, but the move's looking almost like it's played out to the T. Basically, a perfect prediction. Meme is pure PvP, though. People have to understand it's whoever gets the liquidity to sell. That's true. Memes are risky. What do I think about Kita? I think it's decent. But there's better plays in my opinion, but it is decent. Pull up the chart here for Kita. So this is the one, right, which really lacked exchange listings big time. So they do need to get listings. General chart structure is pretty decent. I personally wouldn't jump in on this, but I do think it will go up. I think it will go up, but I personally wouldn't jump in on it. Doesn't fit my personal investment strategy. Yeah, make sure you guys get a Tangem as well. It's the best place to store your crypto risk-free. Use code Archie at checkout. Make sure to do that. Smash the likes, absolutely. Thoughts on Benjamin Cowen post on Bitcoin dominance at 70% on X? He's made some good points this bull run, but I don't necessarily think we have to hit 70. You know, we hit 66. That was a level I was targeting. And we basically hit that. So as far as I'm concerned, we don't need to keep going back up. Sure, we could get to 70. It's possible, right? But yeah. You know, the thing as well with Bitcoin dominance, the idea that like, oh, Bitcoin dominance is going up, you can't make money on altcoins. That's the biggest load of hogwash and BS I've ever heard in my life. Bitcoin dominance is going up, you can't make money on altcoins. That's the biggest load of nonsense and drivel I've ever heard in my life. Okay. Now, I'm sure Benjamin Cowen doesn't say this, but if you know what you're doing in crypto, you can pick the winners, okay? Yes, Bitcoin compared to most altcoins are showing weakness to Bitcoin, okay? And that trend will probably continue. Most of altcoins. Did you hear that word? Most. Doesn't mean all altcoins. If you know what you're doing, if you know how to read a chart, if you know how to read narratives, you can pick the few winners. And that's what we're doing on this channel. We're picking the winners. Not every single time, but the vast majority of the time. And that's the point I'm going to make is fine. Send Bitcoin dominance to 70%. Because Bitcoin dominance can go up to 70% even while Bitcoin's going up. Doesn't have to be when when altcoins are going down. Bitcoin dominance can go to 70 while altcoins are still going up. Just Bitcoin's outpacing altcoins as a general trend. But if you know how to pick the winners like we do, we can drastically still outperform Bitcoin even if dominance is going up. Because we've done that here. Literally in this move. What's been happening here, guys? BTC.D has been going up. Bitcoin dominance has been going up. Look at the gains we've made. Look at the gains we made while Bitcoin dominance is going up. First of all, that proves we can still make money even if dominance is going up because we have a strategy to pick the winners. But that also means that if Bitcoin dominance ends up going down, we're going to be making ridiculously more gains than this, okay? These 5x's and 3x's left, right, and center, these are going to look like nothing when Bitcoin dominance actually drops. We're going to be making 10, 20x's when Bitcoin dominance drops. So honestly, it doesn't concern me. Could it go to 70? Yes. But will we continue to pick the winners? Yes. So it doesn't concern me too much. But yeah, if you don't know how to invest in crypto, you're probably best off just holding Bitcoin and then selling Bitcoin only when the dominance enters a downtrend. But if you know what you're doing, you'll be fine. My prediction on Casper is that it hits 30 cents. So yeah, it could do somewhere around a 5x. And Jasmy, I'm not too bullish on Jasmy. Made 4K in 2 weeks with the alerts. Also took profits on those to re-enter soon. Congrats, man. Super happy for you. By the way, guys, I wanted to make this point as well. I've been hearing a ton of you guys have been making crazy gains on the VIP. There was a guy yesterday in the call who said he made 60K on one of the buy alerts in the VIP. 60K. If you're making this kind of money, if you're making 4K in 2 weeks, 10K in a week, 20K in a day, if you're making these types of gains like people are, 60K in a day a guy made. I think it was. A day or a week was it, Bren? Let me know in the chat. But anyway, people are making stupid money day in, day out in this group. Get on the bundle. If you're making those types of gains, take a little bit of your profits and get on the bundle. You're going to thank yourself for it in the long run. It's an investment in yourself. You get a lifetime mentor in myself. I'll be on calls with you. I'll be helping you out with your portfolio. It's going to be a no-brainer. Ondo over Aerodrome. I personally prefer Aero, but as a buy today, I would be buying Ondo. So it just depends which one you're talking about. Are you talking about which project I prefer overall, or are you talking about which project I would buy today? Yeah, VIP is printing, absolutely. Especially on Say and Sayan last night. That was ridiculous, the gains we were making. That was crazy. Now it's having a bit of a crash here, but it's fine. You know, maybe it comes down to 50 cents again, like I said. But I'm sure some buyers will step back in and then we'll head up for new highs eventually. But I pulled out my initial and a bit of profits anyway, so I'm fine. And I'm sure all of the VIPs took out their initials too with some nice profits. Stablecoin narrative will be next. I do agree with that. The stablecoin narrative will trickle into crypto. VIP is amazing. Thank you, Archie. My bags are pumping so hard. Amazing, man. Shout out to Whoopsie. Shout out to Whoopsie, one of the VIPs, one of the regular voice chat attendees. Great to have you in the stream. Hey, Archie, managed to get up early enough in Australia for your live chat. Thanks for your buy alerts, especially for Arrow and Say. Made some good dollars. Nice, man. And welcome to the streams. And I'm glad you can watch over in Australia at this time. A 7 mil market cap for Sayan. I bought that at 1 million, so it pumped crazy. I think it pumped 5x plus. With smart contracts coming to Casper, where do you see the price in August and September? 30 cents. I downgraded my Casper prediction based on its lackluster chart for over a year. Yeah, payment solutions and AI agents, they'll all do well for sure. What's going on, Cache? Welcome to the stream, man. What price do I think Say will pull back to? Good question. Let's pull it up. Oh, yeah, I mentioned that before, right? I said that I think Say will come back to literally like 27 cents. I think it will come back to this region here, which it already has done. It's basically already tagged that level. When did it do that? Was it just then? Oh, no. It was a few hours ago. Yeah, honestly, the dip on Say could be over. And that's a scary, scary feeling for people who are sidelined right now. Because if this dip is over, it's going to go a lot higher, guys. The only thing is the RSI is very high on the daily, but we've seen this before, right? Where the RSI is really high. It then comes back down a little bit, it resets, and then it heads back up again. You know, maybe it does fall down a little bit lower than this. Like, it's possible, right? But this is definitely a support level that it's just bounced off. You know, it could come back down to like 22 to 25 cents. It's possible, but I wouldn't like bet on it. I wouldn't rely on that. I would just get a bag down here if you can. If you're sidelined, that is, right? Luckily enough, I'm not sidelined because I saw this coming. There's no reason. If you watch this channel, there's no reason why you should have missed Say, because I've mentioned it every single day now for 3 months. There's no reason why you could have missed it. Is there any reason Arrow hasn't reached $1 billion market cap yet based on its performance and fundamentals? I feel like it should be valued similarly to virtuals. No, there's no reason. I mean, it's just the way the market's going, right? Like, Arrow's doing fine. Arrow just made a really big move up to 97 cents. So it's just having a little cool off here. It's literally on the support level I've been targeting. It's going to bounce, man. It's going to bounce really hard when this thing starts pumping again. But hopefully Bitcoin can break out here. We need to get like above 109K on a close to be bullish again, I think. Yeah, Trump's World Liberty Financial, they own Say. It's one of their biggest crypto bets. So follow the money, guys. If Trump's buying it, I'm pretty sure it will pump at some point. I sold Tau at 313. Should I buy it back? Why'd you sell it at 313? Like what made you sell your Tau? There's no reason to. Tau's solid. I would just buy it back. Tau looks fine. Like, this is a perfect retracement, guys. If you want an idea of like a healthy retracement, it's the Tau chart. This had a really nice healthy retracement down to the golden pocket and then got a really clean bounce. What are the top 3 best buys today? I would say Ondo number 1, Sui number 2, and I'm thinking about for myself, okay? If you missed Arrow and Say, I would get them now. But I'm thinking about for myself. What are the best buys for myself? Ondo for sure. Sui for sure. Honestly, man, I think Walrus on Sui honestly could be a great buy here. I don't even hold it, but it looks like it might see a bounce. It's at support. It's a solid project as well. It's the number 1 ecosystem play on Sui. Storage project on Sui. I think that one will do decent. Yeah, bro, 100%. You know it. DeFi season right now. Syrup, Say. Exactly, bro. Exactly. It's DeFi season, and most people don't even realize it. That's why I've been buying DeFi coins so much. 100%, man. That's why I bought Aerodrome. That's why I bought Say. Syrup's pumping. And there's another DeFi coin which I bought as well, which is the VIP gem. So I'm really bullish on DeFi. I saw a video of all crypto YouTuber streamers if you would have bought back in December, and they compared all crypto YouTubers' portfolios, and yours has been the best picks. Respect. Wow, thank you, man. Which YouTuber did that video? I'm interested. I didn't even know someone did that, but that's amazing. Which YouTuber's done this? Best YouTubers crypto picks. Who's the YouTuber who's done it? Can someone drop it in the chat and we'll see if we can find it. I mean, I'm not surprised, to be honest. My picks have been killing it, so I'm not surprised. I'm honestly not surprised at all, man. All the main coins I've been talking about on the channel have been pumping last few weeks. So if I'm up there, I'm seriously not surprised. I'm not trying to sound cocky, but I'm not. I'm glad I'm up there, right? And I appreciate the shout out by the YouTuber. Does mean a lot, but I'm not surprised. Bill S, super chat. Just got more Ondo, thank you. Ken Heroes Amavia 5 to 10x. Thanks for the donation, man, and congrats on getting some Ondo. I think Ondo is a solid buy here. And Mavia, yeah, I think it can 5 to 10x. For sure. Yeah, I'm bullish on SPX. I think it'll do well. I just wouldn't buy it right now. I would have bought it lower. Man, I want to know now, which YouTuber made that video? So we can give him a shout out. I have no way of how to find it because I don't know what to search on YouTube. But anyway, it's good to hear, man. Just if anyone knows what video it is, drop it in the comments or let me know, and I'll check it out. Yeah, I sold my Maneki a while back when I sold all my meme coins. I just took a bit of a loss on it. It wasn't a massive loss, but I took the loss on it and flipped it into something else, and the coin I flipped it into pumped a lot, so I'm not worried about it. It doesn't affect me, to be honest. I made all the money back. And that's a lesson for everyone else, right? If you're in a meme and the chart just looks broken, you're best off just selling it at a 20% loss and moving it into the next meme, and then you'll make those profits back before you know it. But I sold all my meme coins just before the tariff crash, and I'm really freaking glad that I did it because the tariff crash destroyed the meme coin market. So I'm really glad I did it. And then I bought back into memes a few weeks ago, and they've done decent since I bought them, especially Saiyan, which did a 5x. But NPC is also looking pretty good. That one was pumping last time I checked it. NPC looks really solid. Coinbread on base, small market cap, but check out website. Is it even on Coin Market Cap? Or is it on CoinGecko? CoinGecko. 15 mil market cap. No listings. No listings at all. What even is this? Bro, it's down 98% from its all-time high. That's just basically rugged. I wouldn't be buying that. Appreciate the donation, though, but I wouldn't be buying something that's down that much. Honestly, I think Maneki can run at some point. I'm still kind of bullish on, like, the coin, the meme. Like, I'm bullish on the meme, but I just didn't like the chart. So I think it can run. I just sold it when I sold all the other meme coins. And, you know, it was a slight loss. It was one of the only meme coins I've ever lost money on. I probably invested in about 100 memes. I probably lost money on 3 of them, 5 of them. So I've got like a 95% hit rate with meme coins. Maneki was one of them that didn't do well. So you can't win them all. If you win 95 out of 100, that's a pretty good score that I don't think many other people can match. Yeah, maybe it was the insiders selling. Probably. Sometimes it happens, right? There's a load of secret wallets that dump. Are you a millionaire from trading? Yes, I am. I became a millionaire at 18 years old, man. 18 years old. I hit my first million from crypto. And people might think I started off with loads of money. I didn't. I started off with about 2K that I had saved up at 18. Or no, when I was younger. But at 18, I become a millionaire from the 2K that I started off with. And I started crypto when I was 14, and then I started doing it properly, like to make a really good amount of money when I was around 16. So the first 2 years, it was kind of just practice. And then when I become around 16 to 17, that's when I was making more money than my teachers at school. And then by the time I become 18, I was around 18 and a half, maybe, or 18. I don't know, 18, just when I turned 18. Okay. The year 18, I become a millionaire from crypto. So I've done decent from crypto. But I'm not here to brag. I'm not here to brag about the money I've got. I'm here to brag about the gains we make as a group, but I'm not here to talk about the money I have. You know, that's not for me to say. I've been pretty fortunate with crypto. It's done me well. So, but yeah, I'm not here to brag about the money I've got. I'm here to talk about the gains we're making in terms of X's on the calls. You know, you don't see me flashing cars or watches. I've got a nice car. I've got nice watches. I live in a really nice place as well. I own real estate. So I'm doing pretty well, but I'm not here flashing all of that stuff on the channel, right? I flash the calls. I flash the coins that we make money on. I brag about those, right? Because people are winning. Because people in the VIP are making money. People are making 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60K a week on some of these calls. So that's what I'm talking about. But I don't talk about my personal assets or my personal achievements too much. If I have 10K, what would I invest in it now with 5K? Sorry, for a 5X, I would buy Ondo. Ondo's the buy today, in my opinion. But guys, I highly recommend you hop on that VIP membership. We had a voice chat call open last night for over 7 or 8 hours, I believe we were in it for. And it was very informative. We went through loads of different topics. Highly recommend you get in there. The group's active all day long, 24/7. You can see people are posting the news. People are posting potential trades. We got a DGen chat for if you want to go meme coin hunting or you want to go and look at some low cap AI agents. That's all in the DGen chat. We got a trading channel for those of you who use leverage and trade. And these are some other benefits that you get. There's also a chat where you can have any charts reviewed by my technical analyst, Cryptex, who is a proven trader. He makes his living through crypto. He knows what he's doing, and he will give you his analysis on any coin you've got when it comes to the chart. And you can get your portfolios reviewed. I mean, it's just an all-encompassing one-stop shop for crypto. You really should join. Okay, just join for a month, see how it is. And if you want, you can cancel, but no one does. Less than 5% of people cancel. But it's up to you what you do. Also, I want to talk about this very briefly. There's an option here for you to book a call with one of my crypto experts, okay? With one of my closest representatives. And they'll go on a one-to-one call with you. And they're very much aligned with my core principles. So you know you're getting someone who's in alignment with me. Okay. I've talked to them. I've briefed them on what I believe a portfolio should look like. They're going to go through my personal exit strategy plans and all of that as well. I've made an entire booklet actually, which you get if you join the book a call plan. Okay, it's just a single payment. You just join that, and you get on a call with one of my closest colleagues. Let me find this here. So if you join the book a call option, you get this crypto guide sheet, which goes through how I would structure a portfolio, how I would do exit strategy, certain levels I'm going to sell at. I tell you my personal levels and how much I'm going to sell at each level and all the different indicators and stuff I'm looking at. Highly recommend you get on it, guys. All the information for this is linked in the description. How do I join Discord? You can join by getting on the VIP membership, which is linked in the description. The first link in the description. Join up and you click VIP. I recommend that you book it. You sign up for a year rather than doing it monthly. Do it for a year or lifetime because you'll save money in the long run, but it's up to you what you do. What do you think of Moonwell if it gets listed? I'm bullish on Moonwell. Last time I checked it, but it was a while back. I haven't looked at the chart lately. Moonwell, let's see. So the chart still looks good. Borrowing and lending on base, Moonbeam, and Moonriver. Yeah, so I'm not too bullish on Moonbeam and Moonriver, but I am bullish on base. But the VIP gem is like a better version of Moonwell with more X potential. So that's the one I would buy instead. All right, guys. Gonna wrap up the stream here. Appreciate you all watching this stream today. Make sure you watch that video on Ondo. And make sure you get in the VIP as well so you can get on daily voice chats. You can talk to me every single day on the voice chats. You can track my real-time buy and sell alerts. And you won't miss out on the next 5 and 3x coins, okay? And we're making these like in a week. Buy the coin, a week later, you're up 5x. Those are the types of gains we're making. So come join us if you want those gains and if you want to start beating the rest of the crowd in this market. Thanks, guys.